on the last chapter.
He was moving in closer.
Let us continue.
Catherine's point of view, as it always is. The next day at work I was avoiding him. I had a scene with Jared, who plays Henry, and I hung out with him afterwards. He's like 13 and we were making these slutty brownies. He's like 13 and we were making these slutty brownies. Slutty brownies? What the hell is a slutty brownie? You know, the Oreos brownie with chocolate chip cookie mix thing, whatevs. But we were having a blast. I sat there in the kitchen at the studio with Jared just eating the leftover butter when Colin, Hook and Robbie walked by. "Hey princess, save me one," Colin called. "Please, she'll eat 'em before any of us get the chance," Jared joked. I burst out laughing. "It's funny 'cause it's true," I smiled at them. Robbie just looked at me and kept walking with Colin. After he walked away, I let out a deep sigh, forgetting Jared was still there with me. "Are you okay?" he asked. "Yeah. Why wouldn't I be?" "Never mind. So my birthday is coming up in a few weeks and we just met, but do you want to come?" he said, changing the subject. "Yeah, Jared. That'll be great." I gave him a small smile. "Sweet. My sister is really into the 90s and she'll get this. She rented out a roller skating rink." "Wow, I don't know how to skate. I mean, when I was young I used to ice skate with my dad, but nothing serious. I can't back out now. I told Jared I had to go get ready for my scene, which wasn't for a few hours. I just sat in Emily's trailer, since I don't have one of my own, and kept going over my lines to make sure my British accent didn't sound totally fake. Then I heard a knock at the door. I opened it to see the perfect face of the boy I knew I couldn't have. "Are you mad at me?" "What? The real question is, are you mad at me?" I looked him in the eye. "Why would I be mad at you?" he said with that half smile of his. He had changed out of his pen clothes and was wearing jeans and a long sleeve t-shirt. "I don't know." "Well, are you mad at me, you know, for cutting our fun that night short?" When he put it that way, in his sweet accent, all of my anger just vanished. I'm not reading like this because I can't read today. I'm reading like this because I can't fathom what is written in front of me. It's bad. "No," I told him. "Well then, why am I still standing out here? I mean, I bought food," he says, holding up 2 bags of chips. I laughed at his pathetic way of him trying to get me to invite him in. I grabbed his hand and pulled him into the trailer. We watched the first 2 Halloween Town movies, it was October at this point, on my laptop. We were sort of cuddling. We were sitting on the couch without feet up on the table, and the laptop was on my lap. He made it seem so casual when he put his arm around me. So I trying my best not to be awkward, put a blanket over us. During the second one, I kinda might have fallen asleep. Hey, don't blame me. We all know the sequel is never as good as the original. I woke up to Jennifer, who plays Snow, and Emily talking. My head was on Robbie's shoulder. He must have fallen asleep too, because his head was on mine. They looked at us and didn't say anything. Finally, Robbie sat up straight and stretched his arms. "Sorry, we fell asleep." I was bummed that he moved. I could have stayed like that all day. "Catherine, you're being called to hair and makeup," Ginny said. "Right." I got up. "You guys got crumbs everywhere," Emily complained. "It was her fault," Robbie pointed at me. My drawer dropped and I opened and I threw a pillow at him. "No, it wasn't!" He started tickling me, then pinned me on the couch. "Fine, it was me," I yelled, so he stopped. He gave me that smug look of satisfaction and held out his hand. I grabbed it and he helped me up. Emily, looking at all the crumbs, said, "That's it, I'm calling and you are getting a trailer of your own." I gave her a huge smile. Robbie's phone rang. He smiled. "My sister Camilla is calling." "Is that true? Does he have a sister?" "Yes, he does." "Well done, she got a fact right." He nodded at the girls and then looked at me with that look. "See you later, love. Love's missing in it." And he walked out of the trailer. I couldn't help but smile and blush like crazy. "He called you love," Ginny said, totally shipping us. "Does he know you're not allowed to date co-stars?" Emily said. "No." "Ah, what? Tell me everything," Ginny said, fangirling. "I can't, there's nothing to talk about. Anyway, I'm already late for hair and makeup. I have to be cool. I can't risk falling in love with him. Or even worse, him falling in love with me." Chapter 4. Robbie's point of view. I got off the phone with my sister and thought about Catherine. She was really sweet. Her smell was still lingering on me. I have to admit, it was pretty weird being caught napping together, but I didn't care much. Emily took a picture of me and the Catherine while we were still sleeping and tweeted it. "Man, we're cute." I hope I don't mess things up. She has a big temper, that Catherine. When I first saw her, I felt bad. I didn't even look at her. I was too busy texting Ella. But when I did, wow, I mean, she's beautiful with her brownish, blondish hair and blue eyes. She took my breath away. I mean, she's also a wicked good actress. She surprised me, that's all. I had heard stories about her from when she was in LA. They weren't really that flattering. I can tell she thinks me and Ella are something, but we're not. I know she has a crush on me. I just don't feel the same. That's it, I swear. She was my first on-screen kiss, but now in the present day, the thought of kissing her freaks me out. So she's talking about Ella still. I thought you was talking about Catherine. That was a misunderstanding on my part. I'm sorry. She's like a sisterly best friend. Ella gets me, that's why we talk so much. She was the only person who understood me until Catherine came along. I'd been on set for a good month and a half, and Catherine was the first person I showed my secret ice cream palace to. But Catherine is pretty big back in the States, like she would ever date me. I'm sort of that sweet kid who you want to bring home to your parents, not the bad boy you want to show off to your friends. I'm a nice guy. Why do you never go for nice guys? That's what I'm getting from this. I mean, I think she was dating a singer. I'm not sure. All I know is that I can't scare her away. Everyone leaves. I don't want her going anywhere. Here we go. Tragic backstories. Catherine's point of view. Oh my god, that pic Emily tweeted. I got like a billion texts asking me if I was dating Robbie. My friends know I don't let people get close to me easily. Let me see beneath your beautiful tonight. Robbie comes strolling down the set and comes up behind me. Guess who? He whispers in my ear. Why, Peter, is that you? He turns me around and pushes me up against the wall. He was being kind of rough, not abusive. Not abusive. Don't get me wrong. I liked it. We were so close I could feel his hot breathe on my skin. Do you want to hang out later? I heard myself say. He gave a huge smile and pretended to act cool and said, I'll think about it. I rolled my eyes and pushed him off me. I started to walk away. Yes, I turned around and put one eyebrow up. Yes, I would love to hang out with you, he said. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I have planned, I told him. His expressions faded. Kidding. Next thing I know, he pins me back against the wall. Let me go, Kay. Nah, I could say like this all day. He smiled back at me and I couldn't help but smile back. Then Josh and Ginny, aka the Charmings, walked by. Robbie realises what this looks like and lets me go. I have to go and talk to the director. I said in a weak voice. Robbie gave me a half smile and I walked off. Robbie's point of view. I watched her walk away. She's perfect and we're hanging out later. God, I should take a shower. I smell horrid. So, are you two a thing now? Josh asked. Yes! Ginny answered. I sort of forget they were standing there. I can't see anyone else when Catherine's with me. Really? It's only been 2 days, Josh questioned. He calls her Love, Jennifer Fangirls. I still haven't spoken yet. I wanted to get out of this conversation. Wait, so are you together? Josh asked as I was walking away. Well, no, she's not allowed to date any co-stars. My last point made me stop in my tracks. What did you say, Ginny? She never told you? I'm just gonna... She grabs Josh's hand and runs off in the other direction. Well, I should get ready for my date who I'm not allowed to date. I don't even know. Too complicated. I guess that's what it's like with these Hollywood girls. I was done for the day, so I headed back to my place. I told Catherine to just meet me there. When she got here, we played Jenga and Chutes and Ladders for half the night. I mean, I won 3 times out of 5, but she did give me a run for my money. We made root beer floats and one of the bottles exploded everywhere. It was legit all over the floor. We were quiet for a few seconds, then Catherine burst out laughing. She was laughing so hard she had to sit on the ground. Her laugh is contagious, I couldn't help but laugh along with her. Alright, let's clean this up, she proclaimed. Now that's sweet of you, but I can just do it later. She gave me a lol. Like, yeah, right. We put beach towels in water and tied them to our feet and skated around the floors so they wouldn't be sticky. She's a genius. I took her hand and started to spin and we danced. I mean, pretty good move on my part. Then we put dry towels on and skated over the floor so it would be dry. Wow, tower skating takes a lot out of a person, she yawned. How are you planning to get home? Walk. Now that is not a good idea. I mean, if you get kidnapped or something, the blame will be on my hands, I told her. What do you want? What do you think I should do? Trying to sound totally confident, I was actually super nervous and on the inside and I said, you could just stay here. She didn't look at me. Crap. I am pretty exhausted. I'll probably be out like a light. Do you mind if I borrow some clothes? Relief washed over me. Anything you need, love, it's yours. I don't know what to say. I mean, those 2 chapters were alright, grammar-wise. Could have been better. But nothing really happened. I mean, nothing's happening fast, and that's... I'm starting to get a little bit bored with it now. I think maybe if she did something in chapter 5, I think that would be entertaining, but I don't know, I think you guys are getting a bit bored of it as well. I might read ahead and see which chapters have things in and then fill you in as soon as I can, but yeah, see you Tuesday.